in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bulldogs have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. The give on the inside. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Let's think a second about Arizona State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Butler. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And the Sun Devils really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. He leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
And some room to work.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds. He's up to 57 yards on the ground already. What a way to get this season started. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Adams. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The give. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And he missed it. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Off the RPO, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're only in the 1st quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
Fires toward the target. Finds a man on the left. Able to make his way past the sticks for the 1st down, and the time is going to drain out here in the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man in the middle. And to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now if this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ball.
They'll go to the ground. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, that's the first down. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Gives it on the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. To the ground with the back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he knocked him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs managed. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. Zings it complete to the right. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the air on second down. This time on target. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Motion from the wide receiver. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. They'll try the run. Plows through the defense. He's now piled up 68 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run, just the ability to break.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man to the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense showing blitz here. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments.
Lets it fly. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Wants to throw it. Going for it all. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Dogs! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Hand off from the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the back. Back to pass on second down. Quick completion on the out route. There he goes. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
As a quarterback, I'm trying to find my matchup, get the ball to my guy so he can do something with it after the catch. When you put it on his body, he can catch it and then break a tackle and make a play happen like he did just now.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ball.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The give to the tailback. Showing off the ball. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10.
And I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
And the Sun Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
Get set, get set.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Sun Devils. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You've got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer,
He's going for the big play. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Looking for more room. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Might as well give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Now the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to move the sticks on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They boot it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Wants to fire on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want him to be...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Quickly to the tight end. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. The Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. On the ground, it's Rousseau. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on second down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to...
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. From the gun, the running back has it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. Now let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Wake Forest put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Deacs had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. His drive will open from the 15. Gets the back moving. Going right to work up top. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.